Hello and welcome back, Realty Pros. Thank you for joining us this evening. We are going to go ahead and we're going to jump right in. We have with us this evening one of Porterhouse's own social media gurus, Miss Margaret Irving. And so we're going to go ahead, we're going to turn it over to her. She is going to be sharing a lot of exciting opportunities for us to as it pertains to social media. So thank you, Maggie, for joining us and thank you for sharing.
Thank you for thank you for having me. Good evening, everybody. Um, and so I'm going to share my screen. Um, the holidays is one of my favorite times of the year, and so I'm going to share a tab. And so infusing it, infusing the holidays with social media. Um, is a real joy for me. So I'm probably going to overload you. I can totally send you this slideshow so that you can access it on your own. And if you want to, schedule the time to talk to me, or sit down with me, I'll meet you in the office. Next week is a really good week to do that um, before Thanksgiving, of course. And sit down and we can get some content scheduled for you. So she said I had about an hour and a half to talk, but I'm sure I'm going to have questions at the end. So please ask them in the chat and I'll answer them at the end or, at some point. But let's get started. So this is holiday social media marketing for real estate agents. And so, an overview of today, we'll talk about the importance of social media marketing during the holidays, building a festive and professional brand, content ideas to engage and convert leads, advertising strategies for real estate, best practices for social media impact, and then a question and answer. What's not on this agenda is AI, which we'll kind of dig into. I've kind of mentioned it before in other social media trainings, but we're going to kind of play around with it today, just so you can see how it works. I'll tell you some things. All right, so why the holidays are a great time for social media marketing. It's because people are have a buying mindset. Many people start thinking about moving or buying during the holidays, maybe gifting homes for, Christmas or, starting a fresh start um, in the new year. Um, and then, people are shopping, and because they're shopping, they're online. And we all know that most of our shopping nowadays, most things happen online as opposed to in person. And so it's an automatic increase in your engagement. Um, People are more active, between Thanksgiving and New Year's. I don't have the numbers from the research for that, but it is been proven that they are. Opportunities for personal connection. Holidays are a chance to humanize your brand, build trust, and stand out in a competitive market. This is how you find your tribe, your target audience, um, and or your niche. Attracting seasonal clients during the holidays, consumers are more open to purchasing properties. They're often seeking festive options or investing in new homes. I heard a class the other day. I got an email about deeds under the tree or trees. Yeah, deeds under the tree. Um, Basically sharing information on how to access and or purchase investment properties. And so it's a good time to, whatever your area of focus is, it's a good time to create and build clients, create content and build that client database. Agents can capture the market by promoting listings that resonate with holiday themes and showcasing properties that exude warmth. If people like the holidays like I do, that may be a really good treat because visiting a home or touring a home that has, that's all decorative and you can totally see yourself in that home to the point you're visualizing and asking for it in your prayers. I mean, it could totally be a thing. So, um, those clients that tend to buy more during the holidays or buy bigger during the holidays. Um, Advertising during the holidays also gives you an opportunity to build brand awareness, especially if you're doing, something community based, whether you are volunteering, whether you are accepting donations or collecting donations at your church, at the office. It's an opportunity for you to connect your brand with the community and get people to know who you are. Um, Toy drives, things of that nature. So, strategically aligned campaigns can enhance your brand visibility, particularly when leveraging social media, because again, people are shopping. By integrating festive elements into the marketing efforts, agents can position themselves prominently in the client's mind during the busy holiday season. Stay top of mind. Um, One way to build brand awareness is to post at least 3 times a week regarding your real estate business, or whatever areas of real estate that you are in. They should see your name in real estate in the same sentence at least, or in the same um, piece of content at least 3 times a week. Um, Holiday marketing also allows you to create emotional connections as an agent. The holiday season is synonymous with family and togetherness, and it makes it an ideal time for agents to evoke emotions through storytelling. You can talk about that client who really needed to get out or get her own home for her children, and what a great gift it was to give them a house or to their own room for Christmas. Sharing testimonials or personal stories around holiday home experiences can resonate deeply with potential buyers. Increasing engagement rates. Holiday themed content often leads to higher engagement on social media. Posts featuring festive home decorations, seasonal events, or holiday tips tend to attract more likes, shares, and comments, boosting the overall interaction with your audience and followers. Um, I didn't include this slide here, but I made notes of it. The goals of holiday social media marketing, we just kind of went through them, but it's brand awareness, lead generation, engagement, and client retention. Staying at the top of their mind is important, and you use that content to generate and attract potential buyers. I think we're getting ready to go to another section. Before I go on, are there any questions that I can answer um, about why the holidays is a great time for social media? All right. If not, I'm going to continue with some social media strategies. Hold on a second here. Okay. All right. So we're going to get into some ideas. And I know this is kind of small, but I had to improvise here. So some content ideas for the holiday season. Some home tips, giving seasonal home tips, tips for staging homes in the winter, how to prepare your home for the winter, what maintenance things you should tend to for changing the filters, light bulbs, batteries in your smoke detectors if it's been a 6-month period, um, insulation, things like that. You could also find homes that are listed for sale, but have holiday decor already set up and it's really beautiful. And so you schedule a tour of that home and do holiday home tours. You could also showcase beautiful decorated homes or highlight listings in festive neighborhoods. Last year, I drove through, I think it was somewhere in Baltimore, but it's like this neighborhood. It made it to all the news stations, but the entire neighborhood was in cahoots and it was absolutely beautiful. So showcasing, if that's a neighborhood you want to form or market to, or to attract clients to, buyers to, then that would be an easy fun way for you to get some footage and use it later to make a video. um, Client appreciation posts, if you give gifts or thank yous, little cards, little trinkets for the holidays, maybe a little turkey or a box of hot chocolate, something to make your client let your clients know that you appreciate them and that you are currently accepting referrals. um you can thank past clients with shout outs or testimonials, post some testimonials that were posted or written a year prior or around the holidays, just to kind of keep it refreshed and at the top of mind for your perspectives. um, you're going to show how your team celebrates the holidays or highlight your favorite local holiday traditions. I know we're doing, Porterhouse does a holiday party, hot chocolate social every year, getting some footage of that and using that to show the togetherness, the same things that you're attracting in buyers. And then, of course, building their trust and, just showing them the human you. They assign so much authority, um to agents, because we are the experts, and so it's just kind of letting them see a different version of you. Again, if you into charity or you give back and you're accepting donations or collecting things to donate somewhere else, that is an amazing piece of content that you can use for the holiday season. So I know Angela Skipper has a um, is collecting things for Thanksgiving, and so if you're going to donate to her or you're collecting items, maybe you just record the items and you putting them in the box and or putting them in the car and says, Porterhouse getting together to, you know, support our community for Thanksgiving or something like that. Real simple little caption that you could use. And, if you want to donate, meet us here. And then, of course, that's an opportunity for you to pass out a card or introduce yourself to someone new. um, which was the next thing, share ways to giving back to the community, food drives, and things like that. You can also give real estate market updates. Right now is a really good time because it's so close to, we just had the election and people, giving excuses. One of them was, I'm not doing anything until after the election. And you can provide some statistics on home sales after the election and what typically happens. And especially if it's a president that you know is wanted, then the consumers buy differently. They Home sales have increased since 2004, 4 months within 4 months after a president is elected. So you can use that time to kind of engage in a conversation about buying a home. Hey, it's perfect time right now. With the rates, whatever information is being mentioned about the rates and all of that good stuff. And then provide insights into how the holiday season impacts the local real estate market. How homes are staying on the market as opposed to 20 to 30 days. Now they're 30 to 45, 45 to 60. And so you kind of talk about those and reasons why and how to be ready at the first of the year and or in the next 6 months. And if you're planning to buy a home in the next 6 months, you should be starting now. Call me. Something simple as that, or gathered with your family and having a conversation about real estate and capturing pictures of that or portions of video for that, and then muting out the actual conversation, but you can use that to say, are you and your family discussing thinking about buying a home? you know that's an amazing thing to do at this time of year. Give me a call. You guys don't have to navigate it alone. Um, and this is just, I don't know if y'all can still see me or not, but this is just things, to think about in the midst of it. I'm showing you now. This is I'm getting ready to. I'm making currently in Canva a holiday gift guide geared toward luxury gifts, because one of my pivots or goals, personal goals for the new year, is to get luxury clients. And so building the gift guide now in alignment with our goals. And so, it's a perfect time. So luxury gifts are all budgets, and it's a link or something with a list of maybe my favorite luxury places to shop, or local luxury places to shop. It's almost limitless what you can do for the holiday season. All right, now actually planning it. I know I said a whole lot, but actually planning that out should be rather strategic. It's essential for holiday marketing, and you should develop a content calendar that incorporates festive themes and relevant real estate tips, ensuring timely delivery and consistent messaging throughout the holiday season. You can choose to do once a week, twice a week, once every other week, just to stay top of mind. Of course, everybody should be sending out, Merry Christmas, Happy Holiday type of thing to past clients and or new ones. Um, all right. And so interactive content ideas, maybe creating things isn't on Canva, or, using platforms to create content isn't your thing. Many of our social media sites have holiday polls. You can create a quiz on Quizlet, and engage your audience with fun polls and quizzes. Like, what's your dream home for the holidays? If you could choose, it could be this or that. For if you had money wasn't an object or credit wasn't a concern, which home would you choose for the holidays? Which would you live in for the holidays? User generated content. Encourage your followers to share photos of their holiday decor or neighborhood lights with the branded hashtag. It could be uh porterhouse for the holidays, or um home for the holidays, like any variation of that with the hashtags, but just to get your audience involved and for you to show up in their timelines. You could do contests or giveaways, offer a small holiday giveaway, maybe something to you partner with a local restaurant or purchase a gift card to a local restaurant and let them win it if they post a photo. Who fifth person to post a photo wins a gift card. Um, or home decor items, somebody that shows something really decorative that they've created on a budget, or the cheapest DIY project that's posted in the most beautiful, however you, whatever um categories you put together would be totally up to you, but you could do contests and giveaways. Then you can go live. If you're decorating your house, if you're creating something new, you can definitely put your do a live Q&A session about it, and just kind of talk about what you're doing, and or about your day in real estate, or you know your holiday season wise, and how as an agent do you rest? How do you enjoy your family? Anything. Like, it's truly limitless. I think we spend a lot of time overthinking about what we want to say or what we should say. And I think we should just write all the things and then put them in a category, and then like really simplify it to make you a content calendar. And you can do it on a sheet of paper, make a little chart, 5 days a week. What days are you going to post? It could be a Saturday if that's the day you're least busy. It could be a Monday if that's the day you're most busy. Where you're just recording content all the day. Monday's the day you just record because you're in the office, you're running around town, you're doing all of these different things. That's a day to collect content only. Then maybe Tuesday, all right, I'm ready to put some of this content out so that I can move on to the next thing. And so now you're scheduling the days or creating the things that you're going to put out on that day. And then Wednesday, you actually start sending them out or loading them into a calendar so they can be sent out automatically. Constant Contact is an amazing place to do that. Canva allows you to create. That's my go-to for creating content. This is also another flyer that was created in Canva. I didn't put any of these decorations. All I do is change the words, and I think I said luxury for less because luxury has tiers, and so maybe you want a luxurious item, you just don't want to pay the luxurious price, and so this is a link to accessing those sites and things like that. um are gifts, particular gifts. It's a certain kind of gift that I would list there. And so it's just opposed to where one store may be selling. I seen a store selling a throw blanket, and the cheapest one I saw was $745 for a throw blanket. And so found somebody on Etsy who makes, same a similar blanket, maybe of the same material or said to be the same material for, $80. And so it's just, luxury items for less. Um, Holiday themed posts, craft holiday themed posts that resonate with your audience. Showcase local holiday events. There's plenty happening. The harbor is National Harbor is absolutely beautiful. To go and gather some footage, see some ice skating, or highlighting the harbor. Hey, Fort Washington, Oxon Hill, Temple Hills. You're less than 20 minutes away from all of these beautiful things right in your backyard. Um, and some getting some pictures over there, and then just simply saying something sweet like that. Um, Highlighting properties with seasonal aesthetics again to build connection and engagement because they may know somebody in their neighborhood. Um, this just goes a little bit more into depth about different um, the different goals of social media, um, and the different ways to build your content, plan your content. You again encourage clients to share their experiences with properties through contests or by featuring their posts. User generated content boosts authenticity and helps create a community around your brand. And leveraging stories and live videos. First of all, if it does nothing else, it makes you pop up in everybody that's online's news feed. And if they like you or interested in what you have to say, then they're going to click in. Whether they stay for the entire live or listen to the entire story, you're now at the top of their mind. And maybe you were the sign to call or to get started in their real estate journey. And so be visible. Um, Measuring social media impact. Now, I typically don't talk about this when we discuss using social media, but it is important. Social media provides metrics, and it's important for us to analyze those metrics from your holiday campaigns. Who liked it? How many times was it shared? Did anybody make any comments? And if they didn't, then that means it's something that you may want to do to change. What will get likes? One of the features that I like about TikTok is TikTok tells you or shows you immediately the top videos, and you can look at what they do, how they do it. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You can repeat it and do it on your own. Use the same hashtags, use no hashtags. You have to literally, it's an experiment. You have to play with it, and the post is being moved daily. It changes often. Because I mean, it's social media, it's the internet. Um, but yep, find out which strategies resonate and refine future marketing efforts accordingly. It gives you good information, um, data around all holidays, not just this holiday season.
Maggie,
Yes, ma'am.
a question.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you determine? So if I say, okay, I'm gonna post 3 times a week,
Mm-hmm.
um, how do you determine and do you keep it consistent as far as the content that you're posting? So uh, say for I mean you had a lot of ideas of content to be able to post. So some of the ideas were advice or tips, some
Mm-hmm.
were gift ideas, and
Mm-hmm.
talking about just recording your everyday life and things that you're sharing. How do you set that up and decide, okay, first of all, I guess, is that something that say for instance, if I'm going to give out tips, is it best for me to like say, okay, tips on Monday, this, if I'm setting it up like that, or and also, how do you determine, because you had a lot of ideas, like what ideas I'm going to go with so that you can be consistent.
Well, I think there's flexibility in what you do. What needs to be consistent is the posting, and so the way I when I first started, it was like Mondays. It would be a market Monday. It would be some sort of fact or some sort of new data about the market. It could be houses are staying on the market 15 days. It could be the interest rates today are you know 5.6%. It could be anything market related, right? Now if you're wanting to relate it to the holidays, it can be market data related to the holidays. Home sales typically slow down. You can be targeting sellers, you can target buyers. It just depends on who who the information is for. But you can do market Mondays, tip Tuesdays, or tip Thursdays. And that way you can be, it's the winter time, clean your gutters out. You have your dryer vents flushed. It can be any tip. Or if you want to do, you can do festive holiday tips. If or putting things up if you're changing the decor, if they're changing the decor in their homes, it could be in how not to make so many holes, and how not to tear the paint when using those 3M sticky things. Like, it's any little tip that you've discovered on your own. I mean, the information is vast and it's flexible. Um, and like, you don't have to record. I don't, because the recording of being on your phone all the time every day is very overwhelming, and it makes you tired. So like I said, pick a day. If it's a day that you're going to be busy moving around and you're getting dressed, it could be a get ready with me. It could, you're putting on your makeup, talking about you getting ready to go out in your day. This is a typical day in real estate. You don't have to say anything. You can just take pictures. You don't have to post video, but it is encouraged because different, you want to be able to have different um content to give them. But yeah, did that answer your question?
It does. So basically, it doesn't have to be as stringent as that, I
No.
guess, is what I'm saying.
Uh-uh.
Okay.
Uh-uh.
Okay.
You can do one day a week to get started, get comfortable with it.
Okay.
Um, yeah. I'm sure I have cheat sheets. I can create a cheat sheet for you that you can, if
That
I
would
don't
just
have
be
one,
wonderful.
you can use, and determine what information. You can pick whatever day you want and go from there. Um, all right. So, advertising strategies for the holidays. How to actually advertise. So Facebook and Instagram ads focus on when you're doing those ads, focus on carousel ads featuring your listings, client testimonials, or a holiday related message. And I think it gives you those options when you are moving through Instagram and Facebook when you're getting ready to post something to add. Targeted ads for buyers and sellers personas. Use Facebook detailed targeting to reach first time buyers, empty nesters, or other relevant demographics. I don't think you can adjust because of the housing button that you have to click when you're doing ads on Facebook and Instagram. I don't think you can pinpoint the age groups, but you can pinpoint the interest. First time home buyers, I think it gives you a plethora of choices when you're trying to find. I have not tried empty nesters, however, and I'm curious to see what it do. So I'm going to. So the next time I talk about social media, I'll have an update. And then you can use old campaigns, retargeting. I know when we were doing I take ads out typically when I have a house to show, um, or I'm listing a home. If I'm assisting or working with someone else, I'd kind of take out ads. And then anytime that Porterhouse does a home buyers webinar, I do an ad. So you can retarget campaigns. You can focus on Upper Marlboro. You can focus on the entire state of Maryland. You can focus on DC. You can focus on Virginia. You can focus on all three. Um, so using retargeting ads to reach people who have visited your website or interacted with your posts during the holiday season. And you can do those things there. Best practices and tips for maximizing your impact. Consistency is key. If you're going to do once a week, do once a week. 3 times a week is ideal, but you can build up to that. And it doesn't have to be, your mind doesn't have to explode. You can pick one day and get something that's already in your phone. I would recommend doing that using old things in your phone. It could be a picture of yourself. It could be something you've decorated. It could be a meal you've prepared. It can be anything. You don't have to get new content right away. You can use something that's not been seen yet. But post consistently, but don't overwhelm your audience with too many posts. That's why I said 3 is good. You can spread them out. Leverage your visual content. Use high quality photos and videos. And they love those types of things, especially around the holidays. There's plenty of apps that will help you. I know not Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok will even help make them more appealing. Slow motion is a trend these days. So slowly moving through a home or showing an empty space and then transitioning to a decorated space or a meal at the table in slow motion. I don't know, they like it works. um Create a content calendar. I would write mine down. I like to write, so I would write mine down first, and then find a platform. Even I believe even Instagram. I know the email allows you to schedule when you want these things to go out. So you can, just like we do in Constant Contact will even do it for you. You create it and schedule it. You don't have to, you can do a week at a time. You can do your 2 days every Sunday. If you're going to sit down on Sunday, okay, today is the day I'm dedicating to getting my content scheduled, and you get it scheduled, but you've been collecting content all week long, or doing things or getting ideas all week long. And so Sunday is the day you actually sit down and get it scheduled. It don't go out till Tuesday and then again on Friday. And then you have Sunday to do it all over again. It's just scheduling your time blocking to, you know, do work on all parts of your business. So yeah. You can engage with your audience. You can respond to questions, or ask, if someone asks you personally a question, you can then ask that question to the public, or share the conversation regarding it if it has some information, or you find that the question is reoccurring with people that you run into. um, Respond to comments and direct messages promptly. creating conversations, not just broadcasting information, and then using your hashtags wisely. Um, Anything real estate related should have real estate in it. You're talking about the holidays, holiday homes or home for the holidays. Um, and then, of course, your niche hashtags or whatever popular local hashtags are. And, don't mute go DC or go DC, something like that. If you're selling a house in DC. Um, but these are some tips and practices there for you. Um, I want to back up just a quick second before I go to this next session. um, when you are building your holiday brand persona, because if you show out and you got video of you being Santa Claus or climbing up a chimney and then you fall off, or it's something funny. I mean, you'll be memorable. Yeah, everybody would say, you remember that realtor that almost fell off the roof of the house trying to play Santa Claus? Like it would work. you know um you want to personalize your content and share stories and contents that show your personality, not just your listings. You want to balance your professionalism and festivity. So show, if you posting twice a week, one post can be a holiday post, the other one can be a regular schmegular real estate post. It's important to show your professional side. The holidays are the perfect time to show the human side of your business. And then show that you're interested and invested in your local area and supporting local businesses and events. Um, Case study. A successful holiday campaign. There was a local real estate agent in a competitive market who launched a holiday campaign, which was a combination of behind the scenes content. She posted some client appreciation things, some home holiday tips, and a local charity involvement. And she increased her engagement on social media by 30%, 50% increase in website traffic during the campaign. And from that, she had 10 qualified leads from Facebook ads that she was able to begin to nurture. Uh, Here are some, take a picture of this, screenshot it if you can. Here are some holiday specific campaign ideas you can get started with planning today. You could do 12 days of real estate tips, like the 12 days of Christmas. You could share one tip each day leading up to Christmas or to New Year. You could count down to the new year. You could share a countdown with a mix of personal, real estate, and holiday content. You could do New Year's resolutions for homeowners and prospective homeowners or home buyers. You can provide advice on setting home related goals for the year ahead, like remodeling projects, organizing. Um, Spring will be out around come at February. To me, spring is knocking. And so, things that people could do while we wait out the exit of the winter, um, things that they can do around the house. And these are some things you can start right now or start planning for, just to kind of, and it's cut and paste. And then the good thing is, if you go to Canva, which I think I have mine up, but I've just changed it and I forgot I didn't share this. I shared the tab, not the whole page. But you can go into Canva and type in holiday real estate and see what comes up. Change the wording or change it to put your name, add your branding material, and it's done for you. You don't have to rethink it or invent anything. Um, and then I'm gonna go on the power of video content. I said that you can take pictures, especially if you're getting started or this is just not your jam. But ultimately, you're going to want to add or pivot into creating videos or going live at the very least, because people love watching videos, especially around the holidays. It's a great way to show your personality and build trust. Live videos, you can host a virtual holiday open house or a live Q&A session. A lot of our realty pros have homes coming on the market or getting ready to go off the market. And so you could slide in there, schedule a showing, or, reach out to them and get permission to go in and record a video. Um, you can use a short content form on Instagram Reels, TikTok, YouTube Shorts to create engaging content. So the power video content is very powerful. That's probably where you'll get the most engagement. All right, and so our friend AI is here. That I guess that depends on who you ask, but for real estate agents who don't have a lot of time or have 1,000 things to do, it is definitely our friend. Um, AI powered content tools can streamline your content creation. It can basically do the work for you, and then you can tweak it to make it legal, reasonable, and customary to whatever it is that you are advertising for or marketing, or whoever it is you're marketing to. Um, AI does everything. AI will even analyze trending topics. Um, if you don't have the app or have an app, then Chat GPT is really good um, to work with. Analyzing trending topics, these tools create engaging visuals and captions, improving the relevance and quality of your marketing efforts. Um, AI can even predict. AI will even give you statistics. It gives you analytics using historical data to forecast. So you could typically ask AI a question. You can go into ChatGPT and ask AI, what is the historical data of audiences of Maryland residents' behavior during the holiday season? You would think there's no way that thinking it pulls data from whatever public data sources are there, and so it will of course require you to do more research or to do some a little deeper digging, but it'll give you enough information for you to go down a rabbit hole, and now you're more informed or well informed. But it gives you information. This approach ensures real estate marketing efforts reach the right audience with tailored messages, thus enhancing your conversion rates. um, AI also offers chatbots for customer interaction. If you have a website, um, there are an app, it has a feature where your website visitors can interact with AI chatbots and facilitate real-time communication, answering inquiries from potential buyers instantly. These tools reduce your response time and enhance customer satisfaction during the busy holiday season. And in the age of the internet, we want things right now all the time. There's no the delayed gratification is becoming extinct, and so this would kind of keep the clients, at least at first sight, or a buffer to your clients, to get some questions answered right away and then lead to a conversation. um Sync, I think it was called Sync. That's what we use. Sync does that. It once it sends out messages and things like that, it responds and interacts with the clients or customers. And it gives you performance measurement and reporting. This is for the experts in social media and search engine optimization and all that, but it could give you some really good information, statistics, engagement rates, and conversion statistics related to social media. um and I do believe that might be the end of my presentation. I will say this. This entire presentation was made through AI. I told it what I wanted to talk about, and it created it. I had already written out some things, categorized it into the topics that I wanted to discuss this evening, but AI created this entire presentation with the exception of the um, flyers and things that I told you I made in Canva. The images and everything. So AI is a tool that is really helpful, especially when you're planning content. Facebook has the AI option. You can write something and then have a hit the button and AI will rewrite it for you. So sitting around playing with it. If you scroll on your phone, then you have time to create something, post something out there. Anytime you go into social media to look at something or somebody shares a video with you, um, that's an opportunity for you to share something too. And so I'm going to use, I guess, the last 7 minutes or so to answer some questions.
Right offhand, Maggie, I will say great job.
Thank
And I
you.
think I'm even more impressed that you said the entire presentation was created by AI on the spot.
It was.
That is awesome. Now, which platform did you use? I know that Canva has a baby with AI and they can create. I know that, of course, we use Chat GPT and BART and all that kind of stuff. What platform did you use and what prompt did you give it to create the whole presentation for you?
Well, Prezi is a
Hold
Prezi is
on,
the
we need to turn this up.
platform.
Try that again. One more time.
Prezi is the platform that I use. It's like a presentation platform, like PowerPoint, but it's an actual website. I learned about it, and so when I hadn't used Prezi in a long time, but I really like it because it doesn't follow the traditional up and down. It kind of goes all over the place. And so when I say, and I saw it says it gave me the option AI, ask AI, and so the prompt that I gave to it was. Um, create a presentation on holiday social media marketing for real estate agents. That's why you see that title just as it is, holiday social media marketing for real estate agents. And it brought up all of these things, and I added, like, that's why some of the stuff was kind of weird looking, but I added the details, that the information that I didn't have, I added, that the presentation didn't have, I added to it. And so, but everything else was done. And then, I like to refine my approach, my prompts, but this one I didn't have to.
Nice. I like it. And I have shared that into the leadership group chat so that everybody will have that.
Yes, ma'am. I'm going to stop sharing my screen now. I don't think I got anything else. Oh, there were some conclusions and takeaways if you wanted to take a picture of that. It's a great time to connect with the audience on a more personal level. Use a variety of content to engage, educate, and entertain. Stay consistent with your posting once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week, and leverage your ads. If a post does really well on your just by posting it, then that one you should run an ad for. You don't have to create a new thing. You can just run an ad, and they can see it twice, 3 times if they're lucky. Staying consistent with your posting and leveraging your ads to reach a broader audience, measuring your success by analyzing and tracking your metrics and adjust accordingly. Final tip: the holidays are an opportunity to build relationships that will last well into the new year. Be authentic, be festive, and show your audience you care. And that truly is the end of the presentation. So I'll stop sharing now. I do believe that I can share this. I'm going to share it in the chat. Um, the link to this, so you will be able to, you know, whoever will be able to access it and kind of go through it on their own if they want to, or skip to a particular section.
Nice. Wonderful. Great job, Maggie. Thank you for all the
Thank
great
you.
information and thank you for the AI tool, Prezi. Now, I would assume that it allows you to add logo and company information and all that good stuff, right? Or
Yes,
does it
ma'am, it
just talk?
does.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
good.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good. All
Yeah.
right, Anika, turn it back over to you.
Mm-hmm.
So wanted to open it up to anyone if they had any questions or for Maggie, since we have her captive right now. Eh, wanted to know if you this was really great. And oh, I have to say that probably social media is probably my least favorite thing to do. And so I appreciate also too, you just, I mean, one day, if you were consistent just one day a week, um, I'm gonna I, I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna try again. Um, because we know that it's necessary. And really, AI does so much. So I'm going to not let it, it's not going to beat me. How about that? How about that? Because there's too many things that are there to give me assistance that I shouldn't be able to do this. So, oh no. There I am. Yeah. So it's there's too many things, that are available for assistance that, I can be and I will be successful, even if it is just for, the consistently one day a week. So I have a request of you then, Maggie. So will you hold me accountable for posting at least once a week? Just check in with me and say, hey, what did you post?
Mm-hmm.
Or if you see me and I've posted online, then let me know.
Yes, ma'am, I surely will. And then I'll
Uh,
share it. That's
okay.
how you'll know because I'm sharing it.
Okay. Okay. All right. So that's a deal. Thank you so much. I
When do we
appreciate you.
start? When do we start? After Thanksgiving?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Great job again, Maggie.
Thank you, Mrs. Porter.
Have a good night.
Good
Maggie,
night, everybody. Yes.
Aurelia
this
has
is
a
Aurelia.
question.
I really thank you for all the information you shared as well. And I
Yes, ma'am.
like the fact that you said that we can create this content ahead of time and then
Mhm.
schedule out things because that works best for me. Like you say, in our spare time when we're out and about doing things, we can build that content and then create those things and
Mhm.
have something that we can post out. So I really like you sharing that. But everything you shared was wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you again. We do appreciate you so much, all your ideas and all the information. We appreciate it so much. So as Maggie had mentioned, if you would like her to meet with her, she's more than willing to do that. She said this coming week is the best week, obviously not Thanksgiving Day, but that's the best week for her. So, reach out to her and, schedule a time for you all to get together if you are like me.
And
Um,
we can totally spend, half the time creating and then the other time, half the time scheduling.
okay. Okay.
I did have
Okay.
one other thing, Maggie, to ask, and I'll need help with this, and that's the TikTok part of it because I use the other, Constant Contact, Facebook, Instagram. I'm familiar with all of those things, but TikTok, I'm not familiar with at all, even though I have an account. So that's
Okay.
where I'll need you to kind of help me with.
Okay. I sure will.
Okay.
Well, if you make it for Instagram, it'll work for TikTok too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Got you covered.
Okay. Thank
Okay.
you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay. Thank you so much, Maggie. Again, we appreciate you and we appreciate everyone who's joined us this evening. And so we're going to go ahead and we are going to stop our recording. Thank you.
Okay.